Hey folks, Digger Does here. This will probably be the only video I post today. It's kind of a lazy day. I'm here in Oklahoma. We're finally heading into some tornado weather, and it's raining cats and dogs outside right now, and so I ain't gonna be able to do my work, my walk, and I really it's one of the days you just don't feel like doing anything. You know, when you got weather like this, you really just want to crawl up under the covers, put on a good movie, and just chill, you know. But that's not what I'm going to do. I decided to come in here and join you all for a little bit. Uh, Oklahoma and tornadoes. It's something that we've had for a well, it's something that we have to deal with here, but it's not something we welcome, if you know what I mean. I've been through a few tornadoes. In fact, I've got three tornadoes stories that I want to share with you. And the first one happened way back in 1975, 76. My mom was pregnant with my youngest brother, Justin. And it was me, my mom, my brother Eric, and my stepdad. And we were all at the dinner table. It was about probably 3 or 4 in the evening, and late afternoon. We were all sitting around at the table having dinner, and it was hot dogs and chips for dinner. I remember this day very well because it like played out in a movie in my head. Gilligan's Island was on the radio or TV. I'm not that old. On the on the TV, and so we're all just sitting there having a good time, chit-chatting and stuff, and next thing you know, sirens start going off. The TV's doing the emergency call thing, and it's saying that we need to seek shelter now. Apparently, there's a tornado in our area. So my mom, pregnant, grabs me and my brother Eric. We make off for the bedroom where it's the safest because the closet was central to the house. So we're all in the closet. Stepdad's nowhere to be found. He has ran out the front door to see where this tornado's at. Now, mind you, that's a crazy thing to do, but you gotta understand, my stepdad was from Ohio, never seen a tornado in his life. So it's only natural to be curious if you've never been through anything like that. So now this is why he says, I was in the closet so I couldn't verify it myself, but apparently he said that the tornado was a fairly small one and it touched down right next to the house. It touched the ground and then took off again. Now, if that had been a more powerful tornado, it could have just wiped out that that apartment we lived in. I mean, that if it was that close, it could have done some serious damage. But then it took off toward where my aunt and uncle lived, and I guess grew in size because there was a little bit of damage from that tornado. And excuse me. The next story. I was in my early 20s, and my dad, my stepmom were down at the lake house, and it was coming down pretty good. I mean, it was raining hard, and I was down at the lake house with their dog Simon, who was a pure breed Rottweiler, one of the most beautiful dogs you'd ever seen. And he was a good dog. I mean, never went anywhere without me. He was a good dog. And so my dad and his wife are up at the house, and nothing's coming on the radio. No sirens, no nothing. It's all I can hear is rain, and it's coming down so hard. And I'm in a tin. The dock I'm in is mainly built out of tin and wood. And all I could hear is the rain hitting the tin, and it's loud. And my dad's standing underneath the porch hollering at me, and I couldn't hear him because it was so loud. And finally, he decides to come down there and get me. So we start walking up back to the house, and I look out over the lake, and you see a tornado crossing the mouth of the cove that we're in. And it come down off the ground, and when it hit the water, it turned into a water spout. You could literally see the water get sucked up into that tornado. That was awesome. And then it carried across the cove and went back up the other side of up the bank and up the other side of the land. And that was just freaky. And if I had been down in that dock and that tornado took the opposite direction of went the direction that I was at, that could have been really bad. It was a pretty good sized tornado, dude. But we went to the house and got somewhere safe, and everything was kosher. Now, my third story, it's kind of scary to me, but it's really not that scary. We were coming back from the lake, not that day. This was another time. A couple of years later, I'd say. We were coming back from the lake, and we was almost home. We was like between Claremore and Tulsa. And it was pitch black, couldn't really see anything, and it really wasn't, it was sprinkling, but it wasn't like pouring down rain yet. And you could only make out the clouds whenever the lightning went crazy, But right before we could see the tornado, there was a loud flash. Then it started raining cats and dogs. And then when it lightened again, you could see a funnel off to the right of the car that we were in. And it started making its way across the highway, but it didn't touch ground. It was just barely above ground. And it came over the car and then went to the other side of the road. And that was freaky. I had never been that close to a tornado in my life, and neither do I ever want to be again. If that sucker had to touch the ground right in front of us, we would have been gone. Would have been gone. That was freaky. Hope I never have to go through one of those again. If you do, if you live in Oklahoma or in the Midwest, please be careful, folks, when we have this kind of weather. Seek out the most central part of your home. That's the safest. If you don't have that, at least find a bathroom with a bathtub in it. Get in the bathtub. Cover yourself up with a mattress. If you're in a trailer, get out of there. Trailers are very dangerous in this weather. And so, seek shelter somewhere else. If you're in a car, get out of your car. Find the lowest depression on the ground. Get in that little ditch and lay flat as a pancake until that tornado passes. Because if you give any surface area but under you, you can literally be sucked up into that tornado. So lay as flat as you can. I'm only saying this because, I know how dangerous these things can be, so please be careful, really. I think that's all I wanted to touch on today. Nothing really exciting going on here. Oh, I got a surprise for you all. So as I was going through this room, I may have mentioned it, that I was going through this room, I found some 2-year-old candy, I think it is. 2-year-old. This is Warhead Extreme Sour Grape. I'm not looking forward to this because I don't do good with sour candy. Sour food I can deal with. I can eat sauerkraut like it's going out of style. But this stuff, I don't know how I'll do this. I tried a green one earlier and it just about flat put me on my butt. No, finally got it open. It's sticking to the paper, so you'll have to bear with me here. Crap. Oh no. Let me get another one because this one's so badly stuck it won't even open. Be right back again. I've got like cinnamon, blueberry, apple, and lemon, and so I grabbed a lemon. This is probably going to be the worst of them all. I just hope it'll open because these are like, they've been sitting around so long that it's sticking to the paper and it's making them really hard to open. I've just about got this one, maybe. It's like stuck. It's like really, I don't know if you can see that. It's like stuck on there. Oh no, this ain't gonna be good. Because the paper's sticking to it too. Okay, I think I got it. This is gonna be nasty because I don't like lemon candy either. Here we go, down the hatch, folks. Not bad so far. Now the green apple almost made me throw up. This isn't so bad, but I don't think I can keep it in my mouth much longer. Let me grab this bag just in case. Oh my God. Oh. At least it didn't bring me to tears like that green did. That green just about made me lose it. Oh my God. But I've got plenty left. I'll try another flavor next time. But for now, folks, I'm going to go off here and cleanse my mouth out. Give me some water because that was nasty. Oh. Alright, folks. As always, do good and deuces. Bye-bye.